Konichi, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jamal Socorro,
My name's Jerron Gaddis.
and we are the Wannabe Boo podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game and anime news, reviews, and waifus for lifu. Welcome to episode 78.
This time we're 100% sure, boys and girls, episode 78, that's right.
Yeah, I checked before we recorded just to, be diligent and be accurate as well.
Right.
And
Speaking of being diligent and accurate, like 5 seconds before we started recording, I said I lost my credit card, and then I looked down and it's sitting quite literally right in front of me.
Oh, you just found it just now?
I didn't find it. It found me. It was staring up my fucking nose the whole time.
It's like, fool! I've been here the entire time.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, that's good. At least you can go the rest of the podcast without having any kind of thought in the back of your head.
That's right.
So, so far so good. Let's see. This week's topic is gonna be a little bit off, just because technically we should have done it last week.
Technically, but some shows are on their third episode, so it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna be going over our third episode previews of this season so far, in summer season 2019. And what do you think, Jerome? I think this season has been fucking phenomenal so far.
This has definitely been the season of the year, and I think it's going to be,
I don't know,
honestly, the season of the last few years.
Oh yeah, probably, because I think next season the only thing in the next season is probably My Hero that's being hyped up right now for next season.
My Hero, and I guess the next season of Sword Art Online.
Oh yeah, the underworld arc. Yeah, I completely forget about that. That one's also
actually no. There's a couple things.
Is there gonna be a couple things?
Yeah, when we get Psychopaths. Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there when we get there. We'll definitely check that out as well. But so far this season's been pretty good. But before we get started though, how have you been, John? How's your week been? It's been a while since we had like just us. The past couple of weeks we've had guests on, which
that's true.
It's been phenomenal actually. We thank all of our guests that come on the show and tolerate our
shit.
Well, I was gonna say behavior, but yeah, pretty much shit.
Look, yeah, I'm definitely grateful to Sweetie and Derpy for joining us. Because, we've said it before, we never really expected to get as far as we have. We just kind of wanted to just keep trudging along and see how things turn out. But I'm glad that, I guess, we're influential enough to have people of some reputable
nature,
with some reputable sway to join us.
That's true. And I mean, I also feel like we have a lot to say in when it comes to the community as well as the medium that comes from it. So as we're both avid veterans of our community,
that's true.
I feel like that's sort of the reason why I started the podcast with Jerron. Is like, you know what, he likes anime, I like anime. I feel like we can go hardcore into this and maybe be part of the many voices that make this community who what it is, which is trash, but still.
We can trash needs a voice too.
Exactly. We can be the biggest trash pile. We can be the biggest trash pile in terms of the community as a whole.
Hashtag trash can, not trash can't.
I'm gonna write that
down. That cheesy ass. There's no point. It's been done before.
Has it been?
Yeah, that's
well, we're about to bring it back.
That's an older one.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I remember hearing that for the first time like 2014 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, anyways, back to the important things.
Anyway,
how are you, Jerron?
My week's been pretty substandard. I've been actually rather busy. I've been out of the house a lot, driving around.
Driving as in like you have a car now, or like driving around and like still looking around?
No. I don't have a car yet. I'm using my mother's, but they're out of town right now since last week, and I think onto the 1st.
Okay, so it's like another 4 days or so.
Yeah, so I've been using the car.
Nice.
And after almost dying a couple times, I feel like I've got a decent handle on driving now. Got a few kinks to work out, but it's cool.
Well, that's good. Getting your driving on, getting used to the roads. But then again, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know what kind of busy interstates Alabama would have, to be honest with you, in comparison to
It's not
Chicago.
it's not terribly busy. It's just because because I'm not used to driving. It's I don't know. It's hard to pay attention for some reason.
Mm,
No,
I
all the
mean,
way around. It's easy to pay attention, but not to where I am. I can get where I'm going, but I don't know where I am, which
oh,
is
I
a
see. So
problem.
like sense of direction, pretty much.
Yeah, sense of direction is like zero, absolute zero.
Ah, right. Wow. I mean, I always recommend putting like one of those compasses in like the car, just so that you have an actual physical direction you can look
Yeah,
at if you're ever driving around. That's
that'd be
why
a good idea.
that's what I have in my car. Because sometimes I'm like, where's east? Because sometimes I can actually follow that kind of directions as long as I know where the fuck said direction is. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
But I mean
could do that.
that'd be pretty fun. I'm kind of excited to see how your drive up here is gonna be like once you do eventually get a car and you can start
Right.
doing your regular drop-ins up in here in Chicago.
My regular 12-hour drop-ins.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a banging on my door, like, who the fuck is this?
Hey
And
yo,
it's like,
bitch.
it's like, dude, it's like a Tuesday morning. What the fuck are you doing here? Oh,
As
you
I
know,
fucking climb in through your window.
I was in the area from where? 2 states away.
Damn right.
Mm. But other than that, how was the rest of your week?
Hanging out with friends. Outside of that, just like I said, I've just been out of the house a lot. In fact, I
Okay.
think I've probably been home just to sleep, shower, and to go to get ready for work
Well,
for the
that's
past week.
well, that's good. I know one of the few problems you were having was just not being able to go out of the house as much before. So at
Yeah.
least this is a good opportunity for you to like actually get out more, enjoy that Alabama air.
Yep, that good old fucking, yep. It's not great. But how about you, Jamal? How's your last week been?
It's actually been quite a busy, well, busy in terms of like it's like you just doing a lot of shit outside of the house. I'm catching up. I've caught up with all the anime I wanted to watch so far, which is good. I'm being a good boy.
Mm-hmm. Good, good,
Um,
good.
Gaming wise, I started streaming.
You started streaming. Good.
Yes, and this is actually I started streaming underneath our name too. So this is a bit of a side promotion right here, guys.
Ooh, boy.
I am streaming. I am streaming on Twitch, and so far it's just something Destiny, just because that's the only game so far that I'm like pretty like involved with in general. So
Mm-hmm.
I started a Titan for the first time in like the odd number of years Destiny has been around, because I've only been doing one class the entire time,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a
Even though you're supposed to have all three classes max out.
I mean, is that really how it's supposed to be? I only
I
recently
don't know.
found out that's a thing to do with some games, like even for like to some other kind of like MMO type games where you have like at least one or two different classes sort of maxed out but have a main. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I don't know. It's pretty fun so far. I've had some engagement, and I couldn't do yesterday's stream, or sorry, yesterday in context to our recording. I normally stream on Fridays. I couldn't stream the last Friday because I was having issues with my PS4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened. One day I was just sort of just playing Destiny, and then kind of bugged out on me, and then just shut off. I just unplugged it. Oh, turn it off, unplugged it, turned it back on, and it works fine now. So I was worried for nothing, to be honest. I did get a new controller though, just because my current controller now is like not holding a charge more
Uh,
than like 30 minutes. So I got me a new swanky PS4
and
controller.
why you suck, boy?
Suck what? This I, I've had this. This has been the same controller with the PS4 that I have now. So like what? I'm talking about like Destiny 1 Glacier White
Your gamer
PS4.
energy isn't charging it enough.
Oh, is that how it works? Wow.
Yeah.
That's okay then. Other than that, it's been pretty good. I did a shoot this past Thursday at work. That was
Mhm.
nice. I got my photography swag on.
Hey.
I also started reading the Arufureta light novel as well.
The who what?
It's one of the anime that's being this season. Uh, it's the one with the edgy eye patch, mechanical arm. MC.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the mechanical arm yet, have we?
No, not yet, but it's getting there. Just
Spoiler.
Well, we're talking about the 3 episodes here. But I started.
The third episode's not out yet.
It's been out. Yeah,
the fourth episode's not out.
Yeah, I know it's not out yet. But
The third episode ended when he met what's her girl, right?
No, well,
yeah,
no, that was the second episode. Third episode is they explored of that. They're about to enter the 100th floor, the 100th floor boss.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I guess I'm behind on that one.
But fuck, you made me lose my train of thought, Jaron. God damn it.
Good.
Because I started reading light novels in general because they're actually quite interesting. Especially since I can actually pick them up at my local Barnes and Noble, which is still weird, but it's good. I can actually the next one I'm probably gonna start collecting is probably No Game No Life, since it's only 8 volumes.
Yeah, and that way you can actually get some
closure.
Some closure. Yeah.
Since we're never gonna get a season 2, I might as well start from fucking volume 5. I think that's where the anime ends, and then just end.
Well, remember, there's gonna be some details missing, right?
True, this is true. I mean, I do plan to collect all of it anyway. So, I don't know. I'm sort of leaning on just starting from where the anime ends to to the rest of the series, but I'm still gonna collect all 1 through 8, obviously. I don't know. If you guys are out there, I don't know. You can't really comment except on the YouTube version of the podcast.
Yeah, you can comment on Facebook.
Oh yeah, that too. If you guys have any opinions on it, do you think I should just read from volume 1 on when it comes to the light novel No Game No Life, or should I start from where the anime ends? Then again, it has been a minute since I last watched it, so I could just get a nice refresher course and from reading it. Plus, with more details, like what you said, Jaron.
Right.
So, but somewhat of good news. I don't know. I don't know if we should be announcing this yet, Jaron. Because remember how we're getting close to our 2K total downloads?
Right.
So last time I checked, the last time I checked the metadata for all that, the last update was on the 26th, which was like, what, 3 days ago. And we're actually 2 downloads away from our 2K mark.
Oh, shit.
Wow. I don't know if we should be calling it now or just wait until the metadata updates. Because there's literally just 2 downloads left. We're at 1998.
That's fucking crazy.
Download. I mean, regardless, I feel like we're gonna make it anyway. But I'll wait.
Pat on the back.
I'll pat on the back. I'll wait. I'll actually wait when we officially celebrate. Just because I want to see I want to see that 2K break. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Hold on. So some weird going on in my audio. But other than that, has there anything else been going on in my life? No, I'm just working out like a normal person, being a normie as usual.
I need to start working out because I'm fat.
Working full time does make my timeline a bit fucky though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I thought last week was like 2 weeks ago, but it turns out it wasn't 2 weeks ago. It was literally just a week ago. Which is not bad. It's not like I'm being drained at work. It's just that my sense of time is just elongated now. So I feel like a lot more time has passed than it should be. Which is so weird, I guess. Anyway, we should get into it though. Shouldn't we?
That's right.
But before we do that, hey Jerron, what other kind of information could we provide for our listeners and also new listeners that are coming into this episode?
You can communicate with us and find us on Facebook or Twitter. All you have to do is search WANNABEABOO. That's Wannabeaboo on Facebook or Twitter. You can also find us by searching the same thing on YouTube, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, the Stitcher app, iHeartRadio.
Apple Podcasts.
I did say Apple Podcasts.
Did you say? Okay.
Did I say it?
I thought I heard iTunes or something, or
I might have said iTunes and then Apple Podcasts.
Okay.
But iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher app, pick Listen Notes, and any other place that's It's picked up our podcast RSS feed.
And if you want to stop on by on Twitch on Fridays, I do stream. As of right now, I'm streaming Destiny 2 on Twitch with the same username, Wannabeaboo, which is WANNABEABOO on Twitch. So, if you want to see me do Titan things in my new Titan, catch me up on Fridays on Twitch.
See me do Titan things on my new Titan. You fucking right, dude.
Yeah, that's the way to fucking go. Plus, you know, with the new expansion coming out in like 2 months, I guess this is sort of the perfect time to start even doing Destiny right now, to be honest.
It's true.
I've been meaning to stream for a long time just because I kind of wanted to add something to do. So, plus it always fascinated me in general. Not trying to be the next ninja or anything, but it's always kind of nice to be part of that community, you know.
No, become the next ninja. Fuck you.
What, should I just be Shinobi then?
Yeah.
Hashtag Shinobi. Okay. Let's get into this week's topic, which is the third episode preview Summer Anime 2019. Everybody.
Damn right.
Though before we start though, Jerome, I do want to kind of raise a bit of a discussion here. I told you this way back last week off air before. And I kind of want to discuss it this week just because since it, you know, lays in with this week's topic. So we had a bit of a tweet response some time ago. It was actually happening in May. I didn't actually realize it until last week. But someone responded to like a tweet that I put out, a tweeted response that I put out sometime in May. It was a tweet regarding how people usually like watch anime and when they want to drop it and all that stuff. And I gave the opinion where I say that I usually give like a new anime 3 episodes in, or no, any anime that I kind of want to watch, regardless if it's either being streamed live or being already out fully. I'll usually give it like 3 episodes, and then usually if it'll compel me enough to watch the 4th, then I'll keep going with it. Otherwise, I'll drop it. Right. Now, apparently, someone responded where that apparently the anime. I'll just pull up the actual tweet so I don't butcher it.
Yeah.
The anime doesn't deserve your opinion if you only watch 3 episodes. So, what do you think on that, Jerron? On that aspect of I guess getting into a new anime in general.
I guess, but typically most people can tell they're eating shit by the first bite. So, 3 episodes is generous. If anything.
Well, how about the opinion part? Like actually, like providing like, I guess critique. I guess because I'm not one person. I'm not the kind of person that would like watch the episode and say, "Hey, yo, don't watch this shit," and don't even bother. I'm not. I don't want to shut down the anime. Maybe it's not obviously for me, but maybe it'll be for someone else. But personally, I would just drop it if I watch 3 episodes. Oh, after I watch 3 episodes and don't find it any more useful to watch it further than that.
I honestly feel like it's 3 episodes is pretty much the best way to get the good gist of what's going on in the show. Like, it's first episode, you get introduced to your main character. Typically, you get introduced kind of to the main idea, or at least introduced to the world. Second episode, stuff starts to pick up a little bit. Something starts to happen, and then by the third episode, usually, if something's not resolved, something's revealed, so that you get a little bit more hooked. And if it doesn't hook you by then, yes, I guess you could go on a 4th episode, but by then you've already watched like, what is it? Is it a 3rd?
Well, a 4th.
You've already watched a 4th of the show.
Yeah, it's like
you don't have to eat a 4th of a pie to know that you don't like it.
True, and especially in the case where like it's watching the episode, it is quite generous to even like keep going that route.
Right.
As far as like providing an opinion though, there is a limit to how much of an opinion you can give. I guess I would probably say.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're absolutely right.
I wouldn't call it final judgment, but I would call it impression, pretty much.
Right.
Like what we do.
Right. So you could argue. So for example, I can't immediately think of a show that I dropped.
Like past. episode 1.
past episode 3 right now. I'm not episode 1 because I know there's a few, but I just can't think of them. But like,
Oh, I know one that I did.
of course, I don't get to say that. Oh, this show's absolutely trash, terrible. No one should ever watch it. Period. It's just like this isn't. I don't know what this was trying to accomplish. It's just it doesn't feel like it's starting well. It's got a bad first impression, bad first couple episodes, and I'm not interested. So I mean, I feel like that's a good enough opinion because if it's true, if it doesn't hook you, then it doesn't have something that's whatever it's trying to give you, you're not seeing it.
Yeah, and it's okay if you can't see it because sometimes, I guess depending on how the story is being told, some people take different storytelling, in differently. I guess you'd say.
Right.
Like I mean, I guess an example would be like, was it the first season of Haruhi Suzumiya, where that one was like kind of all over the place, but more so order wise.
Right.
Like, cause
Well,
that's a non-linear way of storytelling. It's more so just like the what is it? Like story of the day kind of styled, at least. That's what it seemed like.
mm-hmm.
Um.
Well, to be fair, Haruhi Suzumiya doesn't really count.
It doesn't.
Because that was on a whole other level of bullshit that.
Well, you're right. True. Fine.
I mean,
okay.
You can still judge it after the first 3 episodes because you'll get like 3. I think what did it go 1, 2, and then like 5. The first 2 episodes were in chronological order from what I remember.
Right. Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 5, and then 3, and then the climax was like episode 8 or something, or released as episode 8. It's an interesting watch, I guess you'd say. I mean, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
The one anime I could think of that I immediately kind of like I watched the full episode, dumbfounded. Well, no, there's 2. One of them was Photokano, which everyone knows. If you guys have been with us since like day 1, you know how my feelings are with Photokano. I did eventually finish it because of the one podcast topic we did. God forbid myself. The other one where I couldn't even get past the opening was Icon. You remember that conversation, Jerome?
I remember showing you that. That was fucking funny. Hey, Icon is a gem.
It's a gem and also a whole different beast of itself. Just it's within its own subgenre.
Yeah, it fucking is.
So, I'm not trying to tell everyone not to watch Icon. I'm just saying, Icon had a lot for me to take in, and I was not ready to take it in.
Yeah, there's only so much. It's okay, Jamal. There's only so much a certain man can grasp in their hands before it overtakes them. Yeah, I'm the kind of man that allows it to overtake them.
I see. That's the thing. I'm the kind of man that would probably get engulfed by that. I wouldn't. I don't even think I would probably enjoy it. I'd just be suffocated in such.
But that's
glory.
The point.
Is it?
That's the point. You get suffocated by the glory.
Is the suffering the new kind of pleasure in this case?
Oh yeah.
Well, eventually, if I do end up going back to Icon, I'll let you know and let everyone else know as well.
It's just more of the first of what you see in the.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not.
I feel like I should just tread onto it just because it's. I didn't even give the first episode a chance. I immediately stopped after once the opening fucking started.
It's exactly what you think it is. I'm gonna tell you that now.
See. That's the thing. I'm gonna go in knowing exactly what it is. But you know what? Maybe it's time for me to accept my manhood, Duran, and accept.
I mean,
what comes to me.
I'm sorry, audience. We'll get to what we're supposed to be talking about soon. But I just want to tell you, Jamal, the whole point of it is the fact that you know what you're getting into.
Is it?
Yes. The whole point to it is that it is what it is. Like the opening spells it completely. There's nothing hidden from you. You know exactly what you're gonna get from watching it.
True. Are you telling me not to watch it then, or?
Say that again.
Are you telling me not to watch it then?
I'm telling you to watch it, but
just know that it's exactly.
You know what you're gonna get. You know it's exactly what you think it's gonna be.
All right. I mean, in that case, I have no right to complain after that. Once I start watching, I have no right to complain.
Exactly. You don't. It's just it is what it is.
Well, I'll definitely let you know when I get back into it.
All right, but let's jump into this season.
Let's jump
Let's
right
see.
in, and so far I'm caught up with 7 different anime, not including Demon Slayer since that's a two core series. I do want to talk about that once during the end of the season, since discuss it as a whole. Just letting you guys
Or somewhere in the middle if we get time in between whatever we plan on discussing.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I kind of want to give it a fair shot and just kind of give it as a whole thing at this point. Towards the end.
Like just do a whole anime review.
Pretty much, yeah. Even even during like our end of season discussion.
Well, remember, like we got to do it for all of them. And if we're watching all of these, there's a lot to talk about all of them. So I feel like we should do an early one for Demon Slayer.
So, okay, so maybe like three episodes before then.
Yeah, because that one's. Because a lot of these shows are really fucking good this season. It's gonna be hard to fit everything together in a one episode without it being like 3 hours.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, it's not like we haven't done 2-hour podcasts before, but
I mean, yeah, but like, there's a lot to say.
That is true, and it is like midnight as of we are recording this right now.
Right.
But so far, the ones that I've caught up with that I'm watching this season, I want to say, are Dr. Stone, Danmachi season 2.
Same.
Ari Fureta, Mama-san, since the whole fucking title is so long. Accelerator, My Daughter, and Mao-sama Retry.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, I'm caught up on Dr. Stone, Danmachi, Fire Force. I'm watching Vinland Saga. I need to catch up. I'm caught up. I need to catch up with Alpharetta. I'm caught up with Isekai Cheat Magician, Mama-san. Haven't watched Railgun. I'm caught up with Teijina Senpai or Magic Senpai. I'm caught up with. I need to catch up with. Is it Kyoto Love a Pervert? I need to start watching Space, whatever it is. I think I'm caught up with Mao-sama Retry. I'm caught up on the absolute sleeper hit of this season, which is Girls of the Savage Spring. I'm caught up with. What the fuck's this called? The Demon something? What is it? To the Abandoned Sacred Beasts.
I'm trying to look at the list right now.
The one where the cute girls survive on the island. Are You Lost? And there was one more. Grand Blem.
Isn't it Are You Lost? Yeah, isn't it called Are You Lost? Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Are You Lost. Yeah.
Look at that.
Lots of shit to go over.
Yeah, well, for your end, yeah. I've only been interested in so far. And there are other ones I do want to catch. I do want to start too. Like I want to start in Fire Force.
Yeah, I was about to say you didn't fucking watch Fire Force, boy. I specifically wanted to talk about this one a lot because it's the way it does its cinematography is so fucking weird.
Oh, is it?
Damn it, Jomel.
I'm sorry. I mean, you can still talk about it. Obviously, we just.
I mean, I guess, but they're like.
I mean, the way we do things is the way we do it here. At least with the way I wanted to do 3 episodes, just kind of just talk about what we think of it so far, not so much like a summary.
Oh yeah, I wasn't planning on summarizing.
So, yeah, this is mostly like our thoughts so far, and then planning if we want to keep going or dropping, as well so far that we've watched. Because I haven't even started on Takagi-san season 2, which is still up because I like my lighthearted, bullying. But what do you want to get started on? Since
we'll just start at the top of the list.
Yeah, Dr. Stone, since we're both caught up with that.
Yeah. So, a friend of mine. What? Go on.
Oh, I mean, I just want to say I was kind of going in this blindly and wasn't expecting a lot. But I get a whole lot of this. I want to say that this is pretty much like a sciencey shonen, I guess you'd say.
Oh yeah, definitely. A friend of mine told me about this anime while I was back in Illinois going to school. He was the same person that made me not like JoJo because he talked about it too much.
Oh.
But he gave me a good enough taste of Dr. Stone that I became interested in it.
Okay.
And now that it's become an anime, I'm like, dude, I get why you like this. This is really fucking good. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's so compelling.
It's what does he say? It's exhilarating.
Yeah, exhilarating. It's like an anime version of Minecraft. It's perfect.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's like the first few memes I saw of it since when the
Yeah.
episode came out. Like just anime Minecraft. So
Yeah, I mean, not literally is, but it's
I don't. It sort of is at this point. They're sort of building up to civilization at this point
yeah.
using the limited resources they do have.
And I was
Um,
pretty curious how they were gonna do, like, what the main, I guess, roadblock for them was gonna be, because I thought it was just gonna literally be, after the first episode, we're gonna wake up some motherfuckers and try to survive, but science is gonna be the forefront of whatever we're doing. I
which
didn't realize
makes
that we'd
sense.
have a legit antagonist.
Oh, really? You
Well,
thought
I
so?
didn't know. I thought it was literally just gonna be let's survive, except we'll have
Like,
this smart science guy in the Stone Age. I mean, it is that, but
it is that,
without
yeah.
having a main antagonist.
Right. Well, yeah, that's true. I wasn't expecting that kind of conflict, but it's sort of like it works in this case, just because, I sort of, I mean, I can empathize to what the antagonist is trying to go with in terms of his
Mhm.
ideals. Like,
Yeah.
like what is it? He doesn't wanna revive everybody. Only those of pure of heart.
No,
The
it's
very
only he only wants to revive the youth,
oh yeah, the youth and that are ones that are pure of heart as well.
which fucking is again dumb. All right, I'm just gonna break down his whole fucking argument. He wants to revive all the youth because he feels like they're uncorrupt and shit, and
Yeah,
adults are bad. Blah blah blah.
they can
Whatever.
provide a better future or something, an
And I'm
untainted
like, are you
future.
fucking stupid? Kids are just as bad, if not worse than adults.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? We are literally products of them. If they're bad, unfortunately, 8 times out of 10, the child's gonna be bad too.
hmm And
Like, come
surprisingly
on
enough,
now.
I forget that that dude's also a high schooler. Like shit, he's like a modern
Look,
day.
look. You can't judge strength by what grade they're in anime because it's stupid. Fucking people look at JoJo. They're dumb. They're fucking gigantic and they're fucking in high school. Like, okay.
They're 14.
What was it? Yeah, the original JoJo's fucking 14.
Yeah,
You're fucking
right.
lying. Like, there's no way to gauge this. It's impossible.
hmm But so far, I'm definitely liking Doctor Stone. It's like that sciencey shonen, feel for it. I feel like I'm also learning a lot as well, just because
Oh yeah. No,
uh,
this is very
you know,
educational.
it's educational to like how much you can actually get started with in a quote unquote stone world.
Hmm.
I do have to say though, the way they ended up waking up, I feel like that's a like a hellish process, because from what it seemed like when they were stoned, they were
Uh-huh.
also some the ones that woke up, they were conscious all 3,700 fucking years.
Well,
And I
I
feel,
think that what they're gonna do is that the people that were able to, I guess, quote unquote, free themselves
mm-hmm,
were awake, but everyone else that's asleep have to be freed.
mm-hmm. Well, I mean, just like I'm just talking about like imagine like being one of our two guys like pretty much the one thing that kept our was it what's his fucking name? Well, our brute alive is that his uncompelling love.
Tanjiro. Wait, no, that's Demon Slayer. The
No,
fuck's
yeah,
his name? I don't
our
actually
brute.
don't know what his fucking name is.
Taiju.
Taiju. There we go.
Yeah, like Taiju was like conscious throughout the all. At least it seemed like it. Look like he was conscious all 3,000 years because of his undying love for Yuzuriha. Yeah,
Yuzuriha. Yeah.
and
By the
Senku
way, she's a
just
fucking cutie. I love this art style.
yeah, right. It kind of low-key reminds me of a hentai art style for some reason.
I'm pretty sure this artist did do hentai. Let me see. Producer studio. Where you at? TMS
It's
Entertainment.
Team is Entertainment. They've done a lot in general, but and
Uh,
look, fucking Senku just counted all 3,700 fucking years.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's why. That's how he was able to stay quote unquote conscious. I'm like, God damn. I don't know. I feel like
I mean, it
probably,
makes sense.
does it? Oh, it makes sense, but that's a lot of willpower to like go through all 3,000 some years. I probably be one.
Yeah, but
I'll be
it's
honest. I'll
something to
probably be one of
do.
the. I'll be the one. I'll probably be the ones that'll probably kind of just go into a coma state.
Oh yeah, it'd be the easier thing.
Yeah, because from what it looks like too, no one fucking knew about the big explosion. Some of them weren't even aware they got turned to stone.
Right.
So, but
But
so
I'm
far,
wondering if you could get tired that way because it's not like you're
like
ever
mentally
expending any energy.
right? Maybe like mentally tired.
So, maybe mentally tired, but I don't know.
Right. Well, so far Doctor Stone is pretty good. I would definitely recommend this season. If you're into like some if you're into a shonen series but it's not the most traditional kind of shonen series,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely go with Doctor Stone here. And that's all I got to say, John.
Yeah,
All right. Up next on the list here
the
is
traditional.
done.
Yeah, traditional fucking
What shonen?
shonen series would be that one.
What's it not as
But
traditional in that case? In that
oh
regard?
yeah. There we go. There we go. Not non-traditional shonen. There we go. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I saw some on Facebook that caught my attention. But
Okay.
next up, everyone's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon Season 2, complete with creepy male antagonist that likes to fucking lick his lips. Belcon. Yeah. One of them motherfuckers.
And was
We
Apollo
always have to
was Apollo always
What?
that kind of god?
So it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know the actual backstory to Apollo as a god in Greek mythology,
Mm-hmm.
but like in any art form or like any medium that I've seen him in, be it God of War or some of the
Like the sun god and all
this
that
or one of the little comic books that I'm reading,
shit. Mm-hmm.
he's always depicted as an ass.
Oh really?
So I guess he's just an ass.
Yeah, and it shows quite a bit in season 2.
Yeah.
Seeing as he went in for a complete fucking war game against Hestia.
Like if he was narcissistic, like yeah, that's one thing. Like he's
Mhm.
just like a fucking dick. Like he's awful.
What do I have to say about this? I will have to say. So it's been 4 years since the first season of Danmachi. So
Mm-hmm.
watching that recap episode fucking helped in my regard. Because I didn't, I didn't want to rewatch the entirety of the first season. Granted, probably should have, for engulfing in the experience with season 2 coming out. But the preview episode 0, did a phenomenal job of summarizing what's going on with Belle. And so far, I am definitely liking what's going on right now. They're jumping into the Apollo this Apollo arc.
Yeah.
And
we just got the expansion of the Hestia family.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
For our was it 2 or 3? Yeah, three new members.
3 new members.
Yeah. Look at that. Hestia's Familia is getting bigger. It's nice though.
All in one episode, which was kind of
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel
right.
about that.
Well, I feel like it was I feel like it was bound to happen. Just in general, I didn't think it was gonna happen all at the same time, but
Right.
it was definitely bound to happen. I guess. I also wasn't familiar with if you could actually change, if there's like any strict rules upon changing your Familia.
I
guess
mean,
you
there
can,
had to be. There's no, you
depending
can't.
on-
It's not like you're enslaved. Well, I guess some will lead
Well,
you to believe you are enslaved, but
Yeah.
I feel like if you ran away and they're not super into finding you, you could probably change your familia.
That's true. Though I feel like you would need your current Familia to unseal your current allegiance in order for you to change your Familia. From what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, because they needed permission first to change their Familia, and before they ended up going with Hestia.
Right.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
as far as we know, the first few episodes is building up to that war game that Apollo kind of threw out there for Hestia.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of why, it just seemed like because he was holding a grudge against Hestia for since they were in heaven, and then this is probably
Yeah, I guess I don't know, probably because she turned him down,
yeah, and
and he's being a little bitch.
pretty much. And was it it's not Hephaestus, it's Hermes. Hermes said that he was a very spiteful god, so
Yeah.
I guess what we're doing is pulling a war game with her one only familia in this point amongst his myriad of members in his, because that's fucking fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
I mean, but you know, main character, because he also has a main character ability, like literal main character ability,
what do you mean?
which is the hero ability.
Oh yeah, with the Argonaut. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's called Argonaut.
yeah. Like he's actually destined to be, or like he's got the acquired skills to be a hero, or
Right.
current stats to strive to be a hero. Not much is going on right now. It's just building up to that war game though. So that fourth episode is
Right.
definitely gonna be when things start to like fucking drop, and we get to see the all-out onslaught between Hestia Familia and the Apollo Familia. So that'll be pretty good. I'm definitely excited for this season. I'm glad this season 2 is out. So enjoy some more Belkun and Hestia as well.
Big Titty Chan,
Was it Big Titty Loli or
Big Titty
Loli?
Lily, or Short Stack.
Short?
See,
Short Stack.
it's kind of difficult to determine because typically when I think of Short Stack, it typically means their hips are a bit wider than normal
Right, to like counterbalance.
to counterbalance how short they are. Because it's literally just taking a normal sized person and squishing them down.
Right.
But it's hard to in some cases to determine what's a short stack and what's a lolly or an opie lolly.
I don't know. I think the lowly aspect of the thing is just their like the way they look. So if they actually look childlike, that's probably where they get the lowly esque.
Yeah, but does
Part of
Hestia
it.
look childlike?
Well, not really. Maybe
Yeah.
by her behavior, I guess.
I mean,
Well-
but even then,
Well, in this, I mean, maybe I feel like I feel like in this context, they kind of just take it as they try to take it as an insult to her, because of
Mhm.
her, I guess, immaturity. Also because like her familia is not very well developed, so maybe they're trying to dig deep into that kind of insult. I don't know. I guess I think I'm digging too deep into it. She just has big boobs and she's short. I guess that's.
yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be that's about as simple as it gets.
I mean, and it's just being that simple makes you a short set.
Are you asking me? Or
Being
telling me?
short and have a large having large assets makes you a short stack typically.
So was that? Are you stating it, or are you asking? The
I'm
question?
gonna say she's a short stack.
Okay. I mean, I would agree with it.
Uh,
I'm not. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Right. And I mean, someone can argue with me. Because I'm not. If they give me a good, compelling reason to why she'd be a lolly instead, I might believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Like maybe just the height. I don't know. Just I think it's a little too much of an umbrella term to like
Yeah.
really, I guess, identify it as that as such.
Mm-hmm.
So, but moving on. Definitely watch. Oh, definitely watch Danmachi too. If you watched the first season, it's definitely the fourth episode's gonna pick things up and start anew.
Hopefully. We'll see what happens. We'll see how strong our Argonaut Kun gets.
Argonaut, yes. So what do you think of Fire Force, Ron?
So Fire Force is man, this. So I've watched Soul Eater. You know, say what you will about it and how much how much better the manga is. Whatever, who cares? Fuck you. And just in terms of how well the story was told for what they did with it and how well the animation was, how good the animation was, it was like, all right, Soul Eater is a fucking gem. It's a classic, easily.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now we get the Fire Force, written by the same guy, I believe animated by the same some of the same team at the very least.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it definitely looks like it.
Right. So I mentioned to you before, I think I mentioned it. Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, I mentioned to you not too long ago in this episode that the cinematography is fucking weird. They use a lot of jump cuts, not when they're fighting. They fully flesh out all the fighting. which
Mm-hmm.
thank God. But everything else is kind of like not choppy, but like it cuts a lot to like very not stoic, but silent moments or paused moments, which I've never really seen in an anime. Now, I don't know if it's because they're trying to save, budget or whatever, but if it's that, I get it because this day and age it's harder and harder to make money in the anime industry. But at the same time, it's like the way they use it feels unnatural at first, but then it I guess as you get used to it, it gets you taste that organic nature of it. It's like so for example, the main character, he has his quirk, quote unquote, is that anytime he gets nervous, he gets this devilish smile. It's just he just can't help it.
Right.
Um,
Kind of reminds me of Kevin.
so right. So at various moments of whatever's happening, if somebody's getting in his face about something or whatever, it'll like just do a quick flat pan to his not pan, but like cut to his face, and you'll see it, devilish smile, or you'll just see someone's immediate reaction to something, just in an immediate cut, and they hold it for a while much longer than I've seen in other anime. And again, it makes me feel like they're trying to save on ink or something, but it's like I don't know. It also feels deliberate. Like they're trying to
Maybe it's
really
an art. Maybe it's an artistic choice.
right. That's what I'm thinking. If it's an artistic choice and it's just to, I guess, feel out the character's emotion or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's pretty. It's showing a sense because like it's a lot of cinematography in the animation. It's like you get a lot of cuts that might not be necessary, but it feels deliberate if it wasn't just for saving
You know what it sounds like?
ink.
You know what it sounds like? It kind of almost sounds
What?
like a maybe this is me just kind of reaching far, but it sounds kind of shaft like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good way to say it. So I it kind of reminds me of the first season of Bakemonogatari when the way some conversations are held there, where like they'll jump to like a character smiling or a character doing whatever minute thing um during whatever scene, and it does the exact same thing that Shaft does, where it's or similar to what Shaft does, where it will cut to either character talking, a character reacting to something, and just kind of pause for a moment,
Mm-hmm.
just to either show the gravity of a situation or, I
Right.
guess, I don't know,
Maybe it seemed out of place.
save ink. I don't know. I can't really tell.
I feel like because what it seems like, I think you're just not. I think it's more so you're not used to, I guess, a Shaft inspired directing style when it's not from Shaft themselves,
Right?
right?
Yeah. Maybe I'm just out of my element here.
Because
But no, it's Fire Force is fucking excellent.
I mean I don't think the cinematography just takes away from the show, does it? To you, at least
Oh no,
with
no,
your
no, not at all.
experience.
Like I said, once you get used to it, it feels organic. Like it feels
Okay,
like it's on purpose,
like it's
but
meant for the
it's just
show.
in the back of right, it's a benefit. I just in the back of my head I keep thinking, is this just for saving ink?
I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if they actually took some inspiration from people from Shaft in terms of
Right.
like, I guess directing or like the cinematography of them executing their episodes.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is definitely the ones I didn't want to end up watching. Um, but there's been so many different bangers that I had some, I guess, priorities. But this is definitely one I need to start watching. Also because not just that, but as everyone knows about the unfortunate Kyoto Annie fire. Did you hear
Right.
about the news that's coming out for Fire
Mm-mm.
Force because of that? So apparently because of the recent events that's come out, the Fire Force anime is going to be slightly edited from episode 4 on to, I guess, accommodate for the sensitivity around fire in this regard.
Right, but now how like
Well, from
an
from
anime
what
about fighting fire demons
so I
with
mean
fire.
the basic concept is still gonna be the same. It's just that they're trying to put more of a humanitarian aspect of it. And so what they did is they're changing the color of the fire from what's being told. So as far as the animation goes and what's gonna happen, everything's gonna be same. The only thing that'll be changing is the actual color of the fire. I haven't seen any changes yet, but they're changing the color of the fire, and also they're changing some narration, to be, I guess, more to be a much more what is it, empathetic to the victims of the infernals and all that stuff.
Well, here's the thing: they were already doing that in episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the whole point of the show, is that it's just not shown, that classic shonen, oh, I'm gonna go fight all the fire people because blah. No, it's literally like they establish it in the second episode, or at least the captain does, is that we're here to set these souls to rest because they spontaneously combusted and now their souls are being tortured. We're there to help them pass on and rest, and also comfort the family as much as they can for the ones that they have lost. That is their mission statement. Quite literally, after they defeat an infernal, they say a prayer to lay it to rest every single time.
All right.
Like
well,
that's the whole idea behind their team. Like how can you
this
do that more? Like
I guess that's the information I've been getting, because this information just kind of came out, I guess, on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. That they're going to implement these changes, like from episode 4 onward. Now I don't know how much of it is going to be even more so on the empathetic side. From what it seems like, like you just said, they're already doing that as of right now. So I don't know how much more they're gonna add on to that in general.
Well, I like that part of it, because it pulls away from the fact that it's just like brain dead shonen.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It adds, like you said, it adds a more humanistic element to it, which is great. Like it needs that. Like that's one of its strong points.
Yeah, there's much more depth to than just firefighting.
Right. Quite literally.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean those are like the main changes that's being edited into from the new episodes onward, because of recent events.
That's also the color of the fire being edited kind of makes me sad, because episode 3, well, actually no, every episode, like the fire animation's really fucking good.
Well, no, don't get me wrong. Good. They're not changing the animation or anything else. They're just changing they're literally just changing the color of it. So
yeah, I know, but like that's like episode 2 and 3 when like there's like fire. It's like, ugh, it looks so good, and the sounds, like, ugh.
I mean, we'll definitely.
I don't know. I hope they just don't like turn it to green or something.
Maybe hopefully it's not too much of like a weird color, but like I haven't seen it yet. Episode hasn't come out. Episode comes out every Friday or so? Fire Force? I don't remember.
I feel like, so I'll be honest, it feels like everything like Dr. Stone, Fire Force, Danmachi, all that just comes out on fucking Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well,
because like I went on to fucking Crunchyroll, or I mean Verve, yesterday, and like there it all was. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, it is a Saturday series, so
yeah,
because we'll definitely have to see this Saturday, see how much, I guess, of a change they put onto it. I mean, I get what they're trying to go for. It's just that, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do. So
right,
there's not much more I can honestly kind of say. I'm not more so critiquing them. I'm just kind of letting, I guess, everyone know as well that this is going to be happening. So
no, I mean, I get it. Like I said, I'm not criticizing. I'm just hoping it's not like a weird color. Like if they turned it blue, that's one thing,
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you just turn it like green or some shit, I'm like, hold on.
Or black, maybe.
A black would be cool. Black would be cool as fuck. That would be so goddamn edgy. I'd love it, but I kind of doubt that they are.
Well, we'll definitely have to see when the new episode comes out this week. So
yeah.
All right. I did not watch Vinland Saga. I probably should.
I am not caught up on it. I believe it's on its 4th episode now. I did catch the first 2, and this just feels like it's gonna be a gritty coming of age story. Like really fucking gritty.
Are we talking like Berserk gritty or like?
So far, it doesn't seem like it's gonna quite reach Berserk gritty, It's
Okay,
gonna be like the gore aspect of the Berserk part,
I
but not
see.
like the fucking you get raped and you get raped and your friend over there gets raped and your girlfriend of
Oh man.
several years gets raped in front of you while you're raped by a demon, shit like that.
Mm.
You know, it's not gonna go overboard. Maybe it will. I don't know. I don't know anything about Vinland Saga other than it's gritty.
Right. I mean, this is gonna be a 24 episode series too, so there's probably
Right.
there's still a lot to go through.
So who fucking knows what's gonna happen?
That's true. Well, the manga readers, they know.
Yeah, it's true. They do.
Um,
Next up is Yosho.
Yes, Ari Ferretta. I still don't. I mean, apparently the writer is he's a Chuny fan, or he's a Chuny
What?
himself. The writer of
No.
Ari Ferretta.
No.
Like
No.
they like the Chuny
No,
stuff.
he's
That's
canceled. He's canceled.
no, that's actually why his MC is the way he is, because it's sort of it's supposed to be it's a self awareness thing too. Like
He knows he's edgy.
yeah, he's perfect. He is portrayed that way because it's exactly the way any Chuny individual would imagine in that kind of scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, going to the anime though. Surprisingly a lot of hate. I'll say this much. In terms of its initial release.
Well, people are just saying, yeah, this is just fucking edgy bullshit. Like, I get it. It is, but that's the point.
Well, no, I mean, there's a lot of the complaints is actually coming from the light novel readers as well as the manga readers.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it that different?
Well, I can say this much: I've actually read the manga up to a certain point where it's all updated. I'm also reading. I finished volumes 1 and 2 of the light novel.
Mm-hmm.
I can pretty much say that honestly, it's doing the original work some good. To be honest,
What's I don't understand.
see. Okay, I don't know what it could be. I mean, I could say that the light novel does have a lot of like a small, minute details that explains a lot of different things. I think it's more so because the first episode was definitely a different take and how it originally starts, generally.
Oh, that's probably why.
Because
It's
the
just
first episode.
it's just purists bitching.
I guess I guess you could say that, because the first episode, because I've even talked to somebody that's actually never once read the material nor has ever heard of Arifureta, and they actually enjoyed the first episode. They said the continuity was a bit off, but they realized that it was because it's being told in a non-linear fashion. So that's why the continuity of the first episode was off, because they're trying to pack all this information. Pretty much, they're trying to pack the information that they got isekai'd, as well as that he's in the shit, and he's in some tough shit, all in the first episode. Now,
Oh, was that not supposed to be like? Was it supposed to start with them going to the world and then?
yeah, technically, the way it was supposed to start is your traditional kind of isekai way. We're like, oh, I'm in school. These are your characters. Oh no, giant magical circle. We get isekai'd. Old man grants us a story. Hey, you are our heroes. We will give you your
Right.
jobs. You are this. You are that. Main character. He's a useless synergist. He's only good for blacksmithing and all that good stuff. Our main character also gets bullied. This and that. Main heroine gets introduced.
Ah, I
And then
see.
there's the what is it, the montage of leveling up to a certain point where we get to the main conflict, which is the Orcus Labyrinth, and then that's when we get to the actual meat of the story.
Well,
which
here's
is
the thing,
him
though.
going through the hell
Right.
of the labyrinth and all that.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, you can introduce that in the book in the way them
And it
getting
did.
regularly isekai'd.
It was actually
Because-
that's how it is, both in the manga
Right,
as
you
well
can
as the book.
Right, introducing it that way as a slow burn, you can essentially read as fast as you want. You'll get to the meat of the action. Pretty much as soon as you want. However, with an anime, you gotta hook people immediately, otherwise they won't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire first episode is just, oh, a classroom gets isekai'd. Here's a kid getting bullied. All right, this episode's over. As they're about to go into a labyrinth. Like, no, we want to start in the labyrinth. The shit's already going down, and then
We get some
rein back.
context.
Like,
Yeah.
get some context, because Again,
Well,
it's all with animated media is different. You have to hook them immediately, otherwise you've lost them. In some cases,
mhm. And like,
especially when there's 50 billion isekais.
right, exactly, and especially since this one is involving an entire class,
Right.
apparently, because even in the book they do a lot of like slow burn emphasis towards the other students too, which is good.
Hmm.
I mean, I do like some character variety, but
Right. Right. Right.
our MC is our useless synergist, and especially if you want to have an anime, especially for the first episode, you can't just be introducing like 50 characters in one episode and expect us to like uh I guess really empathize with all of them at the same
Remain
time.
interested.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Right.
remain interested at the same time. The way they did Arifureta, at least in the first episode, I think they did a good job in terms of telling it in a non-linear sense. Because even in that first episode,
Hmm.
they gave you the current happenings of what's going on. You know, them battling the behemoth and all that shit, him falling down the hole.
Right.
But at the same time, you're getting flashbacks of like 5 days, 7 days before. From this point on, to get some context as to how we got here. Now,
Right.
and even those flashbacks gave enough information as to like, what's been happening, who our MC is, who some of these characters are. Just enough to like
Hmm.
know who the important characters are, I guess, so to speak.
Right.
Um, and and was it did the last episode the first episode finished off with him getting finally getting transformed, or no? I can't remember it. It
I
was
think it
all
started off with it's yeah. It ended with him getting his arm bitten off, and then him huddling in that hole.
okay. Yeah.
The next
So
episode is when he got out and started doing shit.
yeah,
I
exactly.
think.
I mean, for the most part, even for me as a, I guess I could be considered quote unquote a purist, is because I've actually read the material. I
Hmm.
personally think the anime is actually doing a good job. Even even
Hmm.
with the new episodes that've come out so far, right now, because even up until now we're getting some actual linear storytelling. So like we're
Hmm.
following, we're now following up with with Nagumo, and
Hmm.
then we also get introduced to Yue, our vampire Loli.
Yep. She's 750,000 years old, so it's okay. I can fuck.
Actually, she's 300 years old, Duran. Actually, you got to
I'm
get
sorry.
your shit.
This lolly is actually well seasoned.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yikes.
But I am excited. I am definitely still excited for the anime to keep going. I will say though, there are some visual differences when it comes to the manga. Though
Yeah, I noticed the animation's a little
it's much more flat. It kind of reminds me of
yeah.
Machine Doll, if you remember that series from way back when.
Oh fuck, dude. I gotta look that up. I don't remember.
Or either Machine Doll or like there's another one. It had a very kind of like, it's not pastel, but it's a very flat profile. I mean, it kind of works in this regard because it makes a lot of like bright colors pop out, like
Right.
the mana aura, Yue's eyes,
Right.
all them anything magic related. It makes everything kind of pop out.
Uh-huh.
I could use some better CG. I'll say that much. Because they did skimp out a lot just to put some CG monsters in there. But I mean, I guess it's just they just put in the monsters in there. We don't get any weird CG action scenes from the characters. So,
Right.
I mean, so far I actually enjoy it. I'm excited to see what else. I mean, I know it's gonna happen. I'm excited to see how they're gonna like put all this out there. It's only gonna be 13 episodes, so I have an idea where they're gonna end it. But it's
Mhm.
definitely a pretty good. It's a good companion series to like Shield Hero that ended like last season. I guess
Right.
you could say, because it's like your edgy. I've been betrayed by my friends, or I've been betrayed, and now I gotta be a hard ass kind of series.
Right. Though I have to say, I pray to God we don't see that fucking dragon again.
Oh, the behemoth.
Yeah, that thing looked that was probably the worst CG of this season.
Yeah.
That was absolute garbage.
The first thing that I thought of, like, oh no, they're being attacked by bad CG.
Yeah, it's fucking that was rough.
I will say, I'll say this too though, because like even if you don't watch or if you don't read the material, it's still a good series because I tried going in this with a new viewer experience kind of mentality without thinking about without having to draw comparisons. I personally don't like drawing a lot of comparisons because obviously, like I said, it's a different medium. So obviously they have to do different things to like make things work. And it still does. It holds up a good job, even to the one person I was talking about who never even heard the series. They enjoyed it quite a bit and they're caught up with it as well. So I feel like it's doing a good job. I feel like people are kind of just nitpicking at this point. There's a lot of details that does really. It doesn't matter a whole lot, but it does add a lot as well. Like for example, if you noticed, like Nagumo's mana actually changes color from blue to red after he transformed.
That I didn't realize.
So that's like a little minor thing, as well as like how the reason why he can make a gun is because his synergy class it's made for blacksmiths, so he can
so you can make shit. Yeah,
he can make shit. That's why he can make a gun.
Well, that was explained.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. That's the thing. Not a lot of it is explained in that fashion because I didn't know what a synergist was. I didn't know what his synergist class was specifically. I thought he can just like transmute shit, but I guess he can also forge metal because the books. No, only the light novel explains that, not the manga. So, because even the manga kind of skips over that part. They actually skip over that part, and kind of it ends up being like a 2-panel thing. Like, and I ended up with a revolver. That's like one of the quotes that comes from like the 2 panels. So.
And now I have a gun.
Pretty
In
much.
this world of swords and shields, I have a gun.
Yeah, exactly. The light novel probably does more job with details by that stuff, but even the anime does a good job with like explaining certain shit. Like it has a bit of some text that kind of gives us explanations to like what he's talking about and shit like that. It doesn't overload us like Log Horizon does, but just enough. We're not about to get a whole chemistry lesson. It's just enough for us to understand what's going on, and I'm definitely excited to see where this goes, and I'm excited to see his full edge come to life as well. Also,
I'm ready.
I do want to say this too. Nagumo is definitely like an edgy older brother of Bell from Danmachi. I'll say this much. Now the only reason why I say that because in the light novel is actually kind of Easter egged in there because when they were battling in the dungeon, this is before his transformation. The whole class was battling in the dungeon, and then our heroine was looking at was staring at our MC, and then her best friend was like, what's it? Shirakase, I think her name was. Yeah, Shirasaki. Hey Kaori. Don't you know it's wrong to pick up boys in the dungeon? And then they fucking drop that line into it. I'm like, yo,
man.
Did you just fucking do that?
Man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I really hope they put that. They can't put that in the anime anymore, can they?
No,
they have to.
Unless they're doing a flashback episode.
They have to. Especially since it's out this season, they have to. People will flip their shit.
Right. Well, maybe in more ways than one, to be honest, since people are already flipping their shit now. Also, before we move on, the opening is a fucking banger. I was surprised about that, to be honest.
I have to watch again. I don't remember it all.
That's okay. All right. Well,
the only one I really currently like is the one for Fire Force.
Oh, really?
That's because it's fucking pretty.
Oh. Well, it can't beat that. Can't beat a pretty opening.
Yeah.
But let's move on because I had to put in my own mini rant there. I do plan on making a little bit more elaborate discussion on this, is because, I'm willing to defend this because I actually like it. And why the fuck not? So
yeah,
I'm all for it. I still gotta watch Dumbbell.
Yeah, I haven't started that either. I just keep seeing clips and stuff of like this one buff guy that goes to their gym. Like he's like 6 feet tall when he takes off his tracksuit, but once he puts it on, he just shrinks down. Like literally just condenses, and I'm like, what is happening?
I mean, John, maybe if you start watching anime, maybe that'll motivate you to start working out.
You're right. You're fucking right. Anyway. Moving on to the next. Speaking of isekais, we got 7 of them. Isekai Cheat Magician is out. I'm caught up with this one. So far, it is a very cliche, standard isekai.
Yeah,
Your
good or
main
bad
characters
way.
are, you know, you could argue it's a bad way because again, they're not deviating much here. I guess, the only real deviation is, there's you get reincarnated by yourself, you get reincarnated, and some special something follows you over or helps you out throughout the world or some shit. You go with your classroom, you go with your fucking mom.
Mhm.
This one is just, hey, you and your best friend go to an isekai. You as the main character are OP as fuck, and they're OP in a different kind of way, and go exist in the world, and that's it.
I mean, are you
That's
enjoying?
it's not bad if you just want a cliche isekai. Like it's not breaking any molds here.
Right.
I guess it's kind of refreshing to have uh
Actually, have we
it
had a
be it,
cliche isekai, like an actual like straight up cliched?
not like 100% isekai, and it's just that that whole plot line. No, not for, I guess, not since
Smartphone.
um yeah, not really since smartphone, where it's they get thrown into another world and they have one thing that sets them apart because of something stupid like a smartphone, like you said.
Well,
But no, yeah, it's
is it at least better than smartphone? How about that?
I didn't watch smartphone,
Oh,
so I can't really tell you that.
okay.
Like that's one where I was like, "What? He gets smart?" No, I just didn't even
I mean,
hazard
how
a
does he get
guess with
cell
that one.
service? That's
Look, I think it's magical or something. I
everything is
can't tell
magic,
you.
Duran, of course.
Yeah, but like it's again the dynamic between the main character and the heroine makes it a little bit different because again, it's the two of them that got isekai, not just him or an
Right.
entire group.
Mm-hmm.
So they're working off of each other. So that's nice.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
But outside of that, it's not bad. I'm
All
gonna keep
right.
watching it because I'm hoping it's something cool happens.
Well, you heard it here first, guys.
But next up, another isekai.
Mm-hmm.
One that I'm more excited about than
Yes.
isekai cheat magician because fucking Mama knows best.
Yes. Mama definitely knows best. What do I
Do
have to
you
say
like
about this?
do you like your mom? Her normal attack is 2 attacks at full power.
And it definitely does. We can vouch for that. I'll say this
It's
though.
such a
My favorite
dumb.
character, my favorite character is actually was it Shirase? What's
Oh,
her?
Misinformation Chan.
Yeah, because her fucking voice actress is the one that
Yeah.
if it's not Aikaino, she's one of my
Yeah.
favorite voice actresses out there because it's like that. How do you explain it, Jerron? It's like a
It's that deadpan.
like
Yeah, that's it. It's
nasally,
deadpan.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a nasally deadpan, but also has some but has some levels of emotion at the same time. Whenever she has like her little outbursts of energy, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. I fucking love it so much. Also, I kind of sung in the opening.
Oh really? Oh yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. She's one of I forget. She also does openings as well. And she does, and she's also voices Mama-san. That's why That's why I'm also excited about this one too, Duran.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because when she was talking, she started moaning. I'm like, wait a minute, I know this moan.
I fucking jerked off to this once. I know this.
No, because again, she sounds a lot. She sounded a lot like Darkness from
Fair enough.
yeah. So obviously, I will recognize her moan, and I was like, wait a
Mm-hmm.
minute, this is my waifu's voice actress.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll say this much though. The game is fucking weird that they're in. I kind of
What was it called? An MMMMMORPG?
yeah.
Fucking mom RPG. This is so
I mean,
dumb.
because at least it explained why a lot of the fucking towns had Mama as a fucking baseline. Like we had to
This
go to
is such
we
a
had to go to
fucking-
Mamalia, the town of Mamalia. Like what the fuck is going on?
Oh man, I don't.
I mean, John,
Like
would you play a game?
obviously,
Would you play an MMORPG with your mother in
hell
Orfredo?
no, hell no, hell no. That like I couldn't I couldn't even hazard a fucking thought to like how that would go. That would just be the most that would just be the most ball bustingly weird shit.
I mean, what do you think the premise of the game though? Like this game was specifically made so that a mother and a child could grow closer together.
I think it's cute. I mean, it's addressing the whole problem that I guess some otakus have. I guess problems with their family.
yeah, like the disconnect.
Yeah, so
But
I get
specifically
that.
but why specifically their mother though? That's the only thing.
It's because you can market a woman more than a man.
Yeah. Well, then do the other way around. Have like a daughter-father isekai. Have a papa.
Yeah, I mean, you
papa-san.
could, you could, but then you couldn't push the incest as well as you could with this one.
Is that really your problem?
And they're
Ron?
pushing it fucking hard, and it bothers me.
I mean, I don't think they're pushing it as to be honest.
Did you watch the second episode?
Yes, I'm caught up with it.
Yeah, exactly. The
It's
second
not-
episode was fucking a lot.
I mean, I think Martrell kind of said it better. He said that
What?
it's more so about like a doting mother.
Right,
trying to,
like, it's
reconnect
not
with
it's
her
not
son.
like
So
it's not like they're ever gonna cross the line with it.
right,
Or at least not the characters themselves,
right.
but the fucking writers and the artists are crossing the line. They don't give a fuck.
I mean, I don't know, it's entertaining to say the least.
Right, it's fun. It's funny.
I don't know. This is also a weird thing too. I like the way they did their eyes, like
Oh,
the
yeah,
white
yeah.
people, then the black. I don't know. This is the one thing that
Mhm.
caught my eye in terms of art style. I don't know if it's accurate
Mhm.
to the original material, but it's definitely there.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Was it original light novel?
Yes, it is. I mean, with the fucking
Oh,
title,
well.
it better be a
Yeah,
fucking
you know,
novel.
fair enough.
I don't see any other fucking non-light novel or non-manga that has that kind of title in the
Fair
medium.
enough.
I mean, if you guys like your lighthearted incest, I definitely recommend this.
Yeah, it's pretty lighthearted then, and the other girls that are there are pretty cute. I do like Wise. Even she's just your classic tsundere, but
Yeah, twin drilled-haired tsundere.
yeah, but she's not as bad as other tsundere, so I like it.
She's more dere, if anything,
Yeah.
than Sun.
I don't know. She still throws him. She did throw him around. Now she's not doing it anymore, so I don't know.
Right. Oh my god. Well, for one thing, yes, the art style is the same in the light novel, and I just found a fucking cover for volume 6, and it's got Mama-san in a traditional Japanese wedding outfit.
Hey, I don't know what that means. But
I don't know either, but and she's got one here wearing a magical girl outfit, and
Oh, it's just her in different outfits. Yeah, it's fine.
yeah,
Fucking, I will say she's fucking adorable. I love her
She
so
is.
goddamn much.
she is, and the voice actor does her justice. Fucking
Yeah.
like, I can see why. John, I told you about the way they're promoting this, right?
Mm-mm.
No? Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Okay.
They've been crossing it with that one hentai.
What? Wait, no, that's
Wait,
not the one.
what? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking about I'm talking about how they're promoting this in real life. What the fuck are you talking about?
So you remember that one your favorite hentai that you told me about with the demon One-san?
Oh yeah. Oh,
I've seen, for whatever reason, I've seen a lot of like art between like official art between her and Mamako.
wait, hold on. Are they the same artist?
I think so.
Hold on. I'm checking. I'm checking her art. I'm checking all the info right now.
It looks like it. I
Oh.
mean, I could be wrong.
And yeah, I know, right? It definitely looks like it. Hold on, I need to go on air.
But
Yeah,
when I
keep
first saw it, I'm like, I got it. I got why, but I didn't understand why. You know.
Oh, I see. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I don't know. I'll have to look into it later. No,
Uh-huh.
the way that they're promoting this in real life, John, is that they had in Japan, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
they had like a tent set up, I guess, in front of like a store or something, and they were promoting the anime by having a 2D cutout of Mamako
Uh-huh.
in combination with a lap pillow, an artificial lap pillow,
Right.
and you can pretty much walk up to it and kind of lay your head there for the day. And this is being set up in broad daylight. And the pictures I've seen so far is that you see like these like Japanese salarymen taking their time to actually like get a lap pillow from Mamako.
Mm-hmm. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have seen a few of those,
Yeah. So
but the
I'm
hentai one
saying,
just is the one that initially came to mind.
oh, okay. Well, obviously that's the one. Obviously, I would go for that. I definitely get me a fucking lap pillow from Mamako.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I mean, I want a little bit more than just the lap pillow from Mamako, but that's just me.
That's true. Where's
She's
her dad in all this?
you can't have both parents in an anime. It's one or neither.
I guess, especially for a fucking anime such as this, with
Right.
this current subject line. But yeah,
Exactly.
Mama-san, do you love your mother and her 2-hit combo attacks? Because if you do,
It's
you
so
definitely
fucking dumb.
you should definitely watch this anime.
Like it, now I mentioned the incest stuff. It was like it's not terribly heavy.
But it's playful, but in a
It hits you hard in the second episode, but it lightens up later on.
that was a slime episode, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I think they just had to get it out of their system,
Like
or
they
what
knew
it
this.
seemed like.
Like they knew that it was bound to happen, so they might as well get it out there
Right.
earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But
See, what we got after Mama San here?
Toaru Kagaku no Accelerator.
That's all you, boy.
Yeah, that's definitely me. I like it. It's literally just a side story. The side story of Accelerator after his. This is like after he got injured, so it's sort of like an in between like how does this fit in the fucking timeline? So after season 1 of Index,
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of season 2 of Railgun, and as well as before season 2 of Index. This is where this kind of slots in the timeline, because his fucking injury is fresh after he saved Last Order, and it's just adventures with Accelerator and his lowly companion.
His lolly. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
I've seen there's some pretty good waifus in it from various clips and stuff.
I mean, yeah, they don't introduce us to a whole new set of characters. So far, we've just introduced in one new character. Because there's another fucking hidden organization in Academy City that's trying to rain justice upon the sinners, called Dogma.
Okay.
Yeah, DA Dogma.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, sure, why the fuck not? We already had the church to deal with in fucking Index, and then we have Academy City's underdog people in Railgun, and then now we have actual dogs, well, Dogma, in Accelerator's timeline.
Whatever they do, they hate people. More science shit, more magic shit.
See the funny thing is about this one though. Accelerator gets himself into these positions because he kind of gets caught up into them and then he finishes them. That's more so like he never starts the fight, but he always finishes the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's entertaining to that aspect. They kept the same voice actor, which is phenomenal. I can get his fucking squeaky, laughing ass, and his crippled self too. I do kind of hope they kind of go more in depth with him as a character, because they didn't really go much more in general in Index as well as in Railgun.
I mean, is there more to his character other than being an asshole?
Yeah, he's practically a god in the later novels.
Yeah, but does that
important.
aid or
I think it aids Toma to some degree. So we're probably gonna
I
get
mean
a cameo.
I mean in terms of Accelerator's character.
Oh, his character.
Like
Yeah.
him being a god is fine, but
Oh.
like is he still does his dynamic as himself change outside of just being an asshole?
Oh no, yeah, definitely. He's definitely changed after his incident. Because the reason why he gets in, so far he's got into all this different shit because he doesn't want to, but in the end he does care to some degree about the bigger picture. Because a lot of this is revolving around his lowly companion, Last Order, and
Mm-hmm.
if anything, if there's any kind of like organization that's putting harm to her, then he's gonna have to step in and get rid of it. Otherwise, his peaceful days are over.
Right.
And plus, he's actually a lot more sympathetic now. He doesn't like seeing dead bodies anymore. Ever since his level 6 program, he's actually kind of been traumatized from that. I guess with also Last Order being there, so he's like that asshole that'll like beat the shit out of like your bully, but at the same time tells you that he owes you one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I do hope that they introduce the last level 5 amongst the 7 in this series, because we haven't had any visual or actual any reveal for the number 2 most powerful Esper in Academy City, which is apparently a rival to Accelerator, like a personal rival, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's some bad blood between those two, and we've never been revealed so far as to who this person is or what he even looks like, and even to what his ability is either. So I hope they can expand on that a little bit more, because that's also like a deep thing to Accelerator in terms of character development as
He
well,
just
and
has
also
a rival.
Yeah, like he's got his level 0 rival, which is Toma, which is the OP MC, but he's
Right.
also got like a level 5 rival within his own ranks. So also because his
I
level
thought his rival was the guy that was um
Toma.
the guy that could make anything or be anything or whatever it was.
I'm not familiar who you're talking about.
The guy that could create anything, and like he's effectively immortal as long as whatever he's created is still somewhere around.
God damn, I'm completely lost. Are you sure we're
He's
talking
like,
about the same show?
well, yeah, he could literally make anything.
I've
I
got
remember.
I've got an image in my mind. Did he ever fight Toma?
No, not as far as I saw.
Oh wait, I think I know who you're talking about. No. Well, sort of no,
Well,
but he doesn't. He's not that. I don't think that character is any more important to Accelerator than the second highest level 5 Esper.
oh, okay.
Because I
Never
know
mind.
this. Because I do know that the second highest level 5 Esper is out to get Accelerator.
Mm-hmm.
At least to my knowledge. See, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Some of you people that actually read the novels or is reading the Accelerator manga, if there's even if we even get a reveal of our most powerful level 5 Esper. I don't know. All I know, I just want. This is a good opportunity for more exposure for Accelerator, since he does end up playing a bigger role in the Index novels as well later on.
Right.
So that's how he ends up getting because that's how it's revealed that he ends up being like a god in some case.
Mm-hmm.
So so far it's pretty good. If you like Accelerator, if you like Railgun, it's got a very same feel. There's some lightheartedness, but a lot of good like serious Esper battle royale kind of going on here. So some of the things that happens in here is also kind of fucked up too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
To a degree.
But that's always been the undertone of the Index series. Or
yeah.
the To Honor No series.
Yeah, they're always kind of like, humans are pretty shit. So here's what the shitty is gonna do.
Right.
So, all right, move on here.
Takagi-san 2 we haven't watched.
No.
Magic Senpai.
Are you watching?
So I'm caught up. Yeah, I am. I'm caught up with it. If you remember, a lot of people make this comparison to Dagashi Kashi, the candy anime.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just that but with magic.
Is it a fair assessment?
It's not.
Oh.
It's more. I mean, I guess it. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but like way more ecchi.
Oh, really?
But the character's also a little bit more down to earth, little bit.
What are senpai?
Yeah, she loves magic. She's good at it. Or she becomes good at it later on, but she's got stage fright.
Oh.
And I say it's a bit more down to earth because, well, no, I guess it's not. You don't really learn anything new as with Dagashi Kashi. This one's just like, hey, here's some magic tricks you probably know about, and watch her fail at it. You get to see her titties, underwear, that, and then that's the plot.
So classic slice of life ecchi.
Yeah, but with
Alright.
magic.
Oh, with magic makes things a lot more magical.
Mm-hmm. And she's pretty clueless about any ecchi situation she gets in.
Oh, of course, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Each episode's like what, like 12 minutes, I think.
Oh, really? It's a half episode series.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too bad, but still, I didn't think it'd be one of them short series.
Yeah, it's cute, but that's all.
All right.
You just want a nice little ecchi.
Actually, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, that sounds like a good description of it.
Yeah. You watching Lord Elolomololo?
Meloi? No, I am not. I am not mentally prepared to get deeply into this yet. I do plan on watching it soon, just because I do want to get into the Nasuverse of the Nasuverse again. I just have to prepare myself for a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, a lot of bullshit.
Hey, magic is some serious business around.
Bullshit.
The last series may not be as serious in terms of magic, but this is some serious magic shit. We're talking about like serious magic shit. Well, I mean, when I eventually do get to that, I'll talk about maybe in our end of season wrap up. But up next we have is If It's For My Daughter, I'll Even Defeat the Demon Lord.
Where have I? Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Are you watching it or not?
I'm not.
Okay. Well, with me watching it, it is the cutest fucking series of this season so far. Like, oh
I don't know. Just before we started recording, I saw a clip of her of the little girl getting picked up by her fucking pigtail because someone found out she was a demon. Yeah. I don't know about how cute this is.
No. See, that's the thing. I mean, let me get to that. Jerron. Because like from that was episode 4. From episode 1 through 3, it's the cutest fucking series ever. I can pretty much relate to Dale, like on a spiritual level in this case. And that fucking episode was probably one of the most heart wrenching and most yeah, I guess you'd say heart-wrenching episodes. Also because that also happened in the manga as well. I did not like that chapter as well because it was just terrible as to what that fucking teacher was doing. Like burn a stake to her head. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. This is really wholesome.
When shit's not getting real. Yeah,
that's like, and I'll be honest too. That's probably like the only time shit ever gets real, when her fucking teacher finds out that she's a no, not just that. You know what? I'll just talk about it since it's already. Because there needs to be some context. Because like, the reason why that even happens is because the demon race is not the most highly praised or not highly looked at race.
Everyone hates the demons.
Yeah, because the demon lord and whatnot, and that relation to the demon lord or the past demon lord, since it's not there anymore. But that's because obviously there's some special discrimination. Even if you're a child, you're still a fucking menace to the world.
Right.
And the way the episode goes about I'll be honest. I pretty much teared up during this episode. I couldn't take it.
Oh,
And
sounds like I can't watch it then.
I get teared up in a myriad of different ways, both sad, both happy, and both like rejoiced. But because when she was being discriminated against and picked up by the horn, her entire class started defending her and saying like, "Hey, you can't be fucking doing this. You're fucking crazy." And they booted her out of the classroom and all that good stuff. But then we get to fucking Latina. Then she starts having a mental breakdown like, what? Am I not really am I not welcomed in this town? Because her whole thing with she was alone this entire time up until when Dale found her in the forest after her fucking father died in the forest. And she's like, she doesn't want to be alone anymore. She doesn't want to be a demon because apparently demons have twice the lifespan of a regular human. So then she was afraid of like outliving Dale, and then having to be alone again, outliving her friends, outliving all the people she knows.
I can't get over that fucking regular ass name, Dale.
So she already has one broken horn on her left side. So her right horn is the only one that's still visible and that stuff. But because of the trauma that she went through, and because of what she was being told, like she's not welcomed in the world of humans, and that means that she's not welcomed by Dale standards, and doesn't mean that she can't be together with Dale. She pretty much forcibly breaks her own horn with magic, and starts bleeding out and shit. And there's this whole emotional moment, but like between Latina and Dale saying that she doesn't want to be alone, and Dale says she's not gonna leave her because you just can't. You just fucking can't.
Right. Of course you can't. I get it. I understand, but I ain't trying to get no feels, boy. I already gotta fucking watch all the key animes. I ain't on this.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. This is I was dreading that episode when it finally came out. I was like, no, I don't want to actually see it in fucking motion. It was already gut-wrenching enough in the fucking manga, and that was already sad to like read, but also heartwarming because her friend was like, even her friend came up to visit her and like slapped the shit out of her because she was like, what are you doing? You can't be selfishly trying to take your own life. We care about you too. And then the whole emotional consolement, and then also when you have the combination of the entire tavern being her fucking guardians as well, it's wholesome as fuck. Like everyone knows Latina, like she's like all the regulars are pretty much already like pretty much her guardians as well. Anything that happens to her, they're like, oh well, they'll fucking kill a demon lord too with Dale.
Well, do they know that she's a demon?
Yeah, they all know. Everyone knows that she's a demon. Okay. Everyone's not an asshole.
Right. That's fair enough.
So, yeah, I'm excited. This is definitely my wholesome series of the season, which I'm glad.
Quote unquote.
Why, Duran? Well, is it because of the sad
quote
moment?
Unquote wholesome. Yeah.
Why? Because of the sad moment.
Yeah, it's not wholesome if it's sad.
It's still wholesome because it talks about self-preservation in life, and you have to value the life that you're given now, and enjoy it with your friends and the people that take care of you, the people that love you. It was just the one episode you're on. Everything else is
it loses all meaning once it becomes sad.
Really? Because that one episode, because one person is like, "Hey, I don't like you," and now we have a sad moment.
Yep, that's it.
Anyway,
can't do it, Jomo. We just can't do it.
Sounds like a bitch to me, Duran.
Yeah, fucking straight up bitch mode. When it comes to feels, fucking, I don't do it, fam.
It's not a bad feels though. Again, it's more.
Yes, it is. It's literally a bad feels.
It's wholesome feels because
no, it's not. That's not wholesome.
We get a happy ending. We get a wholesome happy ending in the end.
That if she's not, that woman is not fucking stabbed in the fucking throat,
She lost her
then
job
it's
because Dale went full on fucking aristocrat. Because apparently Dale is like a higher ranking adventurer with ties with the royalists. So he fucking stormed in there saying like, "You don't want me to fuck your shit up, do you?" To like the headmaster of the school.
yeah, but she's not dead, so
Well,
or she's not being tortured for the rest of eternity. So
well, her family
it's
got
bad.
killed by her family got killed by demons. So
Who fucking cares? Everyone gets killed by demons. What's your excuse?
is that how you're gonna go about it, Jerron?
Yep.
All right.
Suck my dick. Everyone gets killed by demons. Even demons get killed by demons.
This is true. Anyway, wholesome series of the season. Definitely a great watch. Let's move on.
Next up, we got Would You Love a Pervert as Long as She's Cute? I'm not fully caught up with it. I'm one episode behind.
Mm,
But this is stacking up to be a pretty good ecchi anime. Which we haven't had in a very long time, unless you're counting Mamako and fucking Magic Senpai.
right.
But this is the I guess we haven't had a pure high school
Like ecchi.
like full featured ecchi in a very long time.
True.
Or at least it feels like it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it
'Cause
has been. Like nothing too big has come out in terms of like real ecchi.
Right. I think the last big thing was the most recent episode of High School DxD.
Yeah. Oh, last season, right? Latest season.
Last season,
4?
yeah. Was it yeah, season 4.
Mm-hmm.
And even that felt like it came out like fucking years ago.
Right, and that was like what, last year, I think.
Yeah, that had to have been last year.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the art style of it. It's like it's got that watercolor kind of art style, which I really really like.
Yeah. It almost seems hentai like, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the original artist was a hentai. You know, again, go deep enough, you'll find out fucking damn near everyone that has made anime did hentai at one point or another.
Right.
But the girls are cute. Rooting for Masochist Senpai because she's a cutie.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of being, I'm not terribly into the whole punish me, I've been a bad girl daddy kind of thing.
Oh, S&M play.
Yeah,
Or
I just enjoy her.
S&M roleplay. Yeah.
Mainly because she's got big titties, but you know how that goes.
Simple man. You're a simple man. You like simple things, right?
Yep, that's right. Well, okay, to be fair, again, I've only gotten to episode 2, so there's like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls, including his sister. So we don't know how far it's gonna go.
Right.
Like what kind of other personalities we're gonna get. I'm only rooting for Big Titty Senpai because big titties. You can't knock a man for liking what he likes. But other than that, we'll see what happens. If you need a ecchi anime, there you go.
Yeah.
Next up we got Space Force the anime.
Are you watching this?
No.
No. Oh.
I am going to, but I just haven't yet.
All right.
Have you started it?
I have not.
Oh well, that'll be for next time. Maybe we'll do that in an episode, like I don't know, sometime later. Maybe we'll just talk about it.
Maybe, yeah.
This
is a
next
weird
up we
one.
got Mouse. What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, not yet. Well, that's where I was gonna go into that.
Yeah, Mouse Sama retry.
I weirdly got into it for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know. I thought it's definitely not anything where I thought it was gonna be. Like it's completely different from what I thought it was gonna be.
Oh really? Like in terms of just like direction?
Yes. Like I didn't think the main character would be so goofy. He's kind of goofy, even though he tries to be serious.
Right.
I had a completely different voice actor in mind.
Oh really? I actually like.
Yeah.
I like this voice actor. Just I guess he's trying to go for that gangster vibe since
Yeah, but he's too goofy.
they have that kind of voice demeanor.
It ruins it. Yeah. And I
Well, I
get,
mean,
he's a salary man, 40-year-old, 30-year-old, whatever salary man, but like, come on
yeah.
now.
Well, he's not a salary man. He made the game, so
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
he's like he's not an otaku, but like he's a programmer of some kind, I
Yeah.
guess. He just and then
It's
he got
just
isekai into his own game, but at the same time, it's
well,
not his
no,
own
no, no. He
game.
didn't get isekai into his game. So it's just an isekai.
Oh wait,
He
what?
got turned into the character from his game, and that character got put into a fantasy world. Got isekai.
Oh, so his character from his game got isekai into a different world.
And he's playing as his character.
But how does it make any sense? Because he has admin privileges though of that
I
game.
I couldn't fucking tell you, dude. I honestly
If it's
couldn't
not-
tell you.
If it's not his world, it still could be his game because he has admin
I don't-
privileges.
I don't think it's his game. I think it might
Really?
be maybe someone made
Like another
another game with his assets and stuff, or with the skeleton of his game, which is why he still has admin privileges.
Maybe because the first episode did say that his game was pretty much the servers are being shut down after that point, right?
Right. Or admin privileges is a fucking power. It's
So
just
that's
a
his-
special power.
He just figured the world was like a game, so he just kind of fucking hacked into it.
Well, not
Or-
really hacked into it. It's like it's his like
don't
if you
know.
imagine as
he
a
has
special
admin-
ability to do it.
I don't know. He has admin privilege. He took a little bit to actually get admin privileges. That's
Well,
like
yeah,
that's,
he
al-
had
that's
to,
already
like-
that's still
That's
a bit of
true.
a there's still a bit of a cheat in this case of the system.
Yeah, but it's not like he can like change the world at large. He
That's
can
true.
add shit, but he can't he can make stuff, but he can't like,
Right.
oh, I'm gonna change the color of this tree because I can.
Right. So it's
You
more
can't.
like it's more so like creative mode in Minecraft.
Yeah,
Kind
kind
of like that. Yeah. Wow. I mean, for the most part, I've been watching it when it's come out. It's sort of been like a low key kind of like isekai for me. Like I enjoy.
Yeah, it's real low key.
Like it's more relaxing than it is like serious. Weirdly
Yeah.
enough. Because even
Also, the animation's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
it's definitely
It's bad. It's not high quality at all.
Only during
And
the
that's
fight
fine.
scenes. Only during some of the fight scenes it gets up there. That's about it.
I mean, even then,
I mean, the dragon fight was pretty cool.
the dragon fight, but everything like the most in the third episode, it was fucking awful. Well, I guess not awful. It harkened back to the whole jump cut. I didn't attack. Everything's
Right.
which is fine. But I guess you get babied with like shit like fucking Fire Force. Their fight scenes are godlike.
Right. Exactly. I mean, I've watched hentai with better animation. I'll say that much.
And that's saying something because hentai is fucking.
It's fucky.
It's hit or miss. Like
It really is a hit or a miss. But when it hits, it fucking hits. I'll say that
Yeah.
much. This is the
That's
animation for
true.
this one is not hitting, but I don't know. It's enough for me to like keep going, just nonchalantly.
everything else around the fighting is charming.
Yeah.
I don't care too much for the fighting aspect of it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know I didn't know that dragon character was him. I guess that's like a way of like you switching out your accounts to different.
Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah.
So that was sort of a nice little twist. Like you can actually change your character, your
Hmm.
main character. So that's why I still think it's his game because it has his saved info in there.
Yeah, but it's not. It's because remember he said this is a world of fantasy and swords and shit. He comes from a world where there's guns and modern technology and shit, or future technology.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Someone took the skeleton of his game and made a new one.
Yeah, or maybe or maybe it's more so like it's just his save data. His save data got isekai'd into it, and then he got isekai'd into that save data.
Right. Or yeah, that could work too.
Yeah. So it's like a double isekai.
So I mean that in that way it's unique. Also, he's escorting this cute little fucking
Priestess.
cute fucking cinnamon roll.
Wait, the priestess or the blonde one?
The blonde one.
Oh, our blonde,
She's
our
adorable.
blonde Rem.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
She's-
She is fucking adorable. Like, When I started limping, I couldn't.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was rough.
I was like, can you fix her leg already? Like, I know you have admin privileges.
She's like a fucking. She's literally like a lost puppy.
Yeah, exactly. Just following around the demon lord.
She's so appreciative of everything. She's like, oh, I can't believe you're doing this for me. Thank you so much. Like,
especially coming from her fucking background with her being literally treated as shit.
Yeah.
Glad that village burned down, or at least was in burning the process.
No, it's burned down. That's my head canon.
Yeah, they don't deserve her. Fuck.
I don't really know what I guess if you just wanna.
If you want a low
dad
key
anime,
is that what you gotta go with it?
It's a dad anime. Like,
all right. Well, we have Mamako, we have Mama-san. So if you want Papa-san, this is probably the closest thing you'll get to a Papa-san.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So.
yeah. No, yeah. That I don't really. There's not unfortunately not much else to say about it because it's not like spectacular in any way. It's just
low key, but not enough for it to be like trash.
Right.
I mean,
but this next one, dude.
Oh, are you watching this one?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. This Jomel is what I was saying is the sleeper hit of the season.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, Maidens of the Savage season. So, on the surface, just reading the synopsis, it's like, yeah, girls, discovering their sexuality and whatnot. But like, between the art style, the fucking high quality animation, and how all the characters are girls in it. Our deadpan girl, she's one of the characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know, right? She's the one that looks like it'd be her, the deadpan one. But like the way it approaches these middle school girls are like understanding what sex is and their sexuality just in general. It's like it takes it so seriously, but keeps it light enough to be like it's not like it's not dramatic. It's like it's awkward, it's weird, it's funny, it's upsetting, it's all of that. And it just packages it so fucking well. I love it to fucking death. This is easily like out of everything here, I'd say like after Dr. Stone and Fire Force, Dr. Stone, Fire Force, and Danmachi, it's probably my favorite.
Really?
Like, in fact, I'd just say it's right up there with the four of them. Like, it's that good. I thoroughly enjoyed this. It's like I said, it's funny. It's got some great laughs. You relate with one of the male characters because the kid's caught jerking off by his childhood friend.
Oh my god!
And it's not like ew, it's how you would think a fucking little girl will react to that. Of course she runs away, but it's like he played it. He tried to play it off so cool. Like it was that moment of silence when he initially saw him. Right. And he just like put himself away, closed his computer, and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Then she just fucking books it. I couldn't help but yell like, "My brother, no!"
Is it that? I'm guessing because it's pretty relatable in that case.
It's relatable. Like it's like I mean, obviously, the one thing that happens to the male character. Yeah, of course, I relate to him, but like, just sympathize, doing your best to sympathize with these girls as they, again, like I said, discover.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they know what sex is, but like discovering what it means for themselves it's just interesting. It's just so interesting. I don't know. It's just it takes a good approach to it, I think.
All right.
And also, Deadpan Girl's my favorite because she's a writer, and she wants to make erotic books,
right?
But because she hasn't experienced it herself, like her publisher hasn't been like super forthcoming with her. So in order to get practice, she's been on like this online dating site, like doing sexting someone. and she fucking, I guess, spoiler alert, she fucking meets up with him in real life because she said she's just gonna get it over with, let it happen, so she has the experience, so she can write her book. It's her fucking teacher.
Oh my god.
Like he didn't know that it was one of his students. Like she shows up in his like fucking cool outfit and what, quote unquote cool. But then like he just fucking sees her and books it. Like it's fucking hilarious. It's so good.
I gotta start watching that now. It sounds pretty good.
If I was to recommend anything this season, it would definitely be that. Like hell, I honestly recommend it over Fire Force and Doctor Stone, just because of how different it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Maidens of the Savage season. If you haven't started watching that one, fucking jump into that shit. Again, animation quality's up there, music quality's up there, fucking character what's the word? Development. Character development's up there, character interactions are up there, how they all communicate with each other. It's fucking great. And they're also fucking it's just, yeah, I love it. I love it so damn much. Next up we got to the abandoned sacred beasts. This is essentially, I think I said it before, this is what Fairy Gone should have been. It kind of does a monster of the day kind of thing where, oh, you know, all these people that were fucking, well, you know what the synopsis is.
Yeah.
It does take a different approach. The opening, the second episode kind of, you might think that it's gonna be him versus this girl who he killed her father, and she's gonna like try to chase him down and kill him like the whole time. But no, unfortunately, like she starts traveling with him at a certain point to I guess see what he's doing, and I don't know, that kind of deflated some of the hype for me for this show. But otherwise, it did a good job in not making their giant monster CG. It's all hand animated.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
it's definitely appreciated.
Literally, honestly, that's one, because that's one of the best points. That's why I'm watching it. Like their big monsters look good, and it's fun to watch them fight them. I mean, yeah, it's the whole, you know, all my comrades in arms are going crazy and killing people, so now I have to go kill them and then kill myself eventually because can't let the inner beast take over. Right. So there's that going on, but like, it's just, the monster fights are cool. It's just cool. So if you want a nice military redemption esque kind of thing with giant monsters and dragons and werewolves and shit and minotaurs and whatnot, this is the anime for you. Also, big titty commander. She's a gem. Next up, we got Solnon Desuka, which is Are You Lost? Not much to say about this one. It's cute girls on an island.
Cute girls lost, pretty much.
Cute girls lost, and they're all stacked. You get some nice survival tips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's not much else to say about it. Honestly, it's not bad for what it's doing. Like, it works.
Right.
It's fun. It's like, what if actual Japanese high school girls not actual, anime high school girls got stuck on an island where one of them is a survival master. I mean, that's what it is. It's not complex. That's what it is. If you want that, that's what it's kind of funny. It's cute. It's enjoyable.
So Bear Grylls.
It's informative. Bear Grylls, if he was isekai'd as a anime girl.
You know, no better way to do it than that.
Yep. First episode, she was willing to pee in someone's mouth to make sure they had water. So it gets there.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There you go. See, Bear Grylls is the anime.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you're
No.
watching past? Because I'm pretty much not watching anything past here.
I
Besides,
think the last thing on here that I'm watching is Grand Blim, which is the Magical Girl anime of the season, or one of the Magical Girl animes of the season.
this is the one with the mechs, with the mechas.
This is the one with the mechs.
Okay.
It's got a nice little Madoka Magica undertone.
Really? Like kind of just
Yeah,
gritty
not
and
like
dark.
not super gritty. Not like it's like people are dying left and right. It's like if
It's
you
not
took
always
all
happy
the
shit.
it's not always happy shit. No, like the main, it's basically Magical Girl Battle Royale.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Um,
okay. So it's kind
yeah,
of similar to that one other Magical Girl anime then.
yeah. Except when you die in these mech fights, you just lose all your magic powers.
Oh, okay.
You don't actually like die.
So you just lose your ability as a Magical Girl.
Yeah.
I see.
And you're not a magical girl in the sense that I can transform whenever I want. It's whenever there's a full moon, there's a battle royale.
Oh, okay. So like a once in a
And
month
you have
kinda
like
thing?
minor like magical techniques that can influence the real world, but like outside
Mhm.
of that there's not very much.
Okay.
And whoever wins the battle royale becomes the grand mage and gets all the magic power that was sealed away thousands of years ago,
Oh,
and you can do it with it as you will. And there's a
okay.
couple of different families that are fighting for it. We find out that our main character is a new witch or whatever, and the undertone comes from how the like outer characters are connected. So far, we get the main thing is that our main character is depressed as hell,
Mm,
but puts on a good face.
okay.
Our second main character did something horrible to this other girl's family, and now this other girl fucking despises her. Like literally, as soon as Battle Royale starts, this girl's all over her dick. Like she's like, "You destroyed my family.
She's out for
They
blood.
love you, but I know that you're really a monster." She's literally out for blood. She is the main one shouting the entire fucking time.
Damn.
Um, we got some stuff with the main character's little sister's friend, who's actually an adult.
So
Not well.
one of those mechs come into play.
So whenever they go into the when the full moon hits, they get transported to this world, and that's where they use their mechs to fight each other.
Okay.
And the mechs are, again, they're all hand animated. The sounds that they make when operating sound are pretty unique. It's not just fire, blah blah blah. It's like these weird like
Oh, so pretty good
kinda,
very good sound design then.
very good sound design. The mech designs are like a mix between Gurren Lagann and what is it, Metabots.
Okay. Weird combination.
It's pretty weird combination, but it works. It's cute. Like I said before, all the mechs are pretty short. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, I mean
no,
they're definitely looking like SD Gundams.
yeah.
It's like very short
They're
stacked and
stocky.
yeah,
Short stacked,
they're like short stacked and like accessorized as hell for some goddamn
yeah,
reason.
pretty much. Um, the animation for it's pretty damn good. For an anime that's pretty close to the bottom of
The
or
genre.
the genre, not the genre. So when you go to my anime list and you go to like seasonal anime, at the very top are the most popular ones.
Oh, okay.
And as you scroll down, you get to the more like, I guess you could say trash, not trash. Yeah, I guess
Just
regular trash
not as
ones.
like
Popular.
popular. Because then we're
And
delving into like the other ones.
it's relatively far down there, but
It doesn't reflect on the quality of its
it doesn't reflect
performance.
on the quality at all. It's hella good.
Okay.
That's definitely recommend to watch. If you want a less dramatic Madoka Magical with mechs. Battle Royale Magical Girls.
Definitely fits into this fucking generation.
Yep. Yeah, it does. So one of my favorite things though about it is that the main character is kind of depressed,
Oh, really?
but it's the high functioning depression.
Oh, like you know, she'll do her normal shit, but she's not at her best mentally.
No, because I mean, I guess I'll go on. I'll say it because it's like her as a character's main draw is that she does not believe there's anything special about her at all, like in any capacity, and she hates that. Like she
Right.
literally feels like if she didn't show up to school, no one would notice.
Ah.
That's why she tries so hard every day to like, she makes lunches for people. She always helps people out, no matter what they ask, whenever they ask, kind of stuff like that, because she just doesn't feel like she's special. And by helping people, that's her only way to like exist. But now that she has this, all these other people are fighting for this magic power because, oh, other character, I want to seal the magic so that no one ever has to suffer from it again, or, to avenge my family or blah, 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 whatever. She's just like, I want to participate because, you know, it makes me feel like I'm special in some way. That's it. And it's a simple character motivation, but like that's fucking relatable. That's too relatable.
It's too close to home.
It hits too close to home for me, which is why I really like her.
I can feel
So,
that.
Gramblim's a pretty good one. It's not your standard magical girl kind of anime. But
Is
other
that
than
it?
that, yeah, that's all I've been watching.
All right. All right. Well, I mean, we definitely should end this pretty soon. We're at 2 hours already.
Fuck.
Before we go though, I do want to say, yes, Duran, the artist, her name is Pochi. She's done the art to Mama-san as well as the hentai of what is it, elder sister one. Yeah, she's done both the story and the art for that. And
the story and the art, of course.
And she also did one of the end card art for the Miss Caretaker of Sanohara. So my wholesome series from way back.
Oh, you're fucking quote unquote wholesome. You're fucking
yes, it is wholesome.
Right.
She did one of the end card art for that one, and I was looking a little bit past for the next couple of seasons. So remember how you said you saw a bunch of like crossovers and hentai?
Yeah.
There's gonna be a crossover OVA of Mamako and One-san.
What the fuck? What? What?
So what? Let's see. What season is this? I think it's.
That's awesome. What the fuck, God? You fucking degenerates and you got. I don't understand why.
It's winter 2020. Winter 2020. It's slotted as an OVA, and you see.
What is even gonna happen?
I don't fucking know. It's got Mamako and One-san in bunny girl outfits. So I don't fucking know.
What, like, they have the two anime have such different points to them. Like, yes, the Mamako one teases the incest, but it's not like that's just not the point. The point of the One-san one is the fucking degeneracy.
I mean, this is gonna be ara. This is gonna be one hell of an ara fucking episode.
Yeah, you're right. God,
it's ara. It's gonna be ara as fuck. So I'm
hide your children.
I'm sending you the link right now.
I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I'm happy. They're both fucking hot, but like
Yeah.
Jesus.
One's a demon and one's your mother. I mean, you find out no you find out both main characters from both series are somehow related, like they're cousins or some shit.
Oh my god.
I could see that
I'm
happening.
calling it. I'm
I could
calling it.
definitely, I could definitely see that happening. Oh man, she's also done one more art for another series, another manga. Oh no,
What?
it's a novel. It's called Pilgrim Maiden. Not very familiar.
Pilgrim Maiden?
Yeah, it's a novel. She's done the art for that one. I mean, it definitely shows. Or is it a manga? No, it's a novel. Pilgrim. There's not much details on it. At least according to Mel, there's not a lot of details on it. Because as far as her work goes, she's only done like three main things, which is her Ane Narumono hentai, or Dojinshi series, and then she's done the art for Mama-san, and then the art for Pilgrim Maiden. I guess the Mama-san one's her most recent ones, if you're not counting her Dojinshi, because she does update those every now and then as well. Like I think it's up to volume or chapter 8 right now for Ane Narumono. So I'm kind of glad. I'm glad that my hentai waifu is related to the series.
I guess. Yep.
Yeah.
That's so strange.
Hey, they're getting a fucking crossover OVA. Might as fucking well.
But like, how does she get to have a crossover episode though? Like, what strings do you have to pull to have a crossover anime?
I mean, she's got
for your own characters. Like, come on.
I don't fucking. I mean, from what it seems like, she's only gotten one anime, which is she's only gotten one recognition in terms of anime, which is Mama-san.
Wait, no, I thought you said that the One-san one was gonna come out. They're just gonna remove all the H scenes.
Wait, is it? Oh yeah,
that's what you told me.
I think it did. Hold on, I gotta find that out right now. Animono.
But yeah, that's like you get two anime and it's like boom, yeah, now you can have a crossover. Like what? How? Like I don't know. Maybe she's passionate or she's fucking rich.
I mean,
does it on the side.
Her doujinshi is doing really well. Being at an 8th chapter already. Because
how many ways can you rape a little boy? As fucking One-san. That's what it should be called.
I'd hardly call it rape, but you know, it's quite a.
Isn't it though?
I mean, the themes of it is demons and fan service.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a comedy and supernatural, apparently.
What?
According to that, apparently it's also one of its genres is comedy and supernatural.
Okay.
Let's see. Did it ever become an anime? I do remember talking about that.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it in an episode at some point.
I don't think it ever came out though. Cause no, it wasn't an anime. It was a manga. A manga of it came out without the ecchi stuff. And so done by Pochi as well. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a manga of it out right now with which is the non-ecchi version of it, done by the same artist, both story and artwork.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, I mean, I love it to be animated. That would probably be as pure of an ecchi as it can be, seeing as that it's coming from.
I mean, that one's gonna be a borderline. You can only how do you remove the H scenes from an hentai? Like, what is
like a lot of cleavage, Jerron. A lot of cleavage.
I guess. I fucking guess.
Well, I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, if Ane Narumono ever got like an anime, I'd be all over it. I'll be on top of that.
You fucking piece of shit.
Hey, I want to be Arad.
I mean, I get you. I understand. I do too. But like, It's your sister.
I mean, it'd be funny. It'd be funny if this OVA ended up having the main characters be related in some way. So if it ends up going that route, it's gonna be funny as fuck. So
Yeah, I think they will. They have to, because otherwise it would make sense.
yeah, exactly. Because right now, the mama of this one is Pochi, so she's definitely gonna come up with something. I mean, what are the doujinshis showed so far, Jiran? Since you've seen them,
What?
have you
Oh,
seen? Yeah, the crossover.
are there dojin? Is there a doujinshi for the crossover?
Is there? I thought you said there was. Or was it just a
No, I didn't
promo?
say there was. Is there? Fucking, I'll read it.
No, wait. I thought you said that's how you saw it being promoted, with the
Oh,
Renaissance.
no, not like I've just like browsing Facebook, I would see art of them together,
Oh, I see.
and when it was official art.
Okay. Well, that's definitely official because it's coming from the same person.
Right. So that's why uh that's why when you said you see how it was being promoted, like yes, that.
I see. Well, anyway, it's been a while, guys. It's been a minute. We have been going on for a little bit. Before we go though, just a reminder, the Promare, the latest Trigger movie, is gonna be coming to the West in terms of theater release, both dubbed and subbed, coming in September 17th and 19th.
Oh shit, dude.
So I'm definitely gonna be fucking picking up a ticket to watch Promare subbed, of course, as as it should be. So that's gonna be 2 months from now, but I'm definitely ready. I'm fucking ready for that. Other than that, thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading us, guys. We are essentially 2 downloads away from our 2,000 total download mark. I mean, we probably made it. They just didn't update because the last update was 3 days ago. So, but in advance, we do want to thank you guys, anyone out there, or thank you to that one person downloading us 2,000 times. We can't have done it without any of you guys listening out there.
That's right. And remember, if you want me to come yell at you, you got to pay us like, what was it, $10,000?
That's we haven't been promoting our Patreon.
We haven't. But we also have to put a little bit more work into it.
Yeah, we gotta square some things out. Like, there's still some promises we still gotta keep for our patrons out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll talk about it more off the air, and maybe we'll do some more things. We definitely do want to do more stuff for you guys, especially since you guys are, out here downloading us for some godforsaken reason. But I do plan on celebrating on this as well. But thank you guys again for your support. Thank you for listening to us every fucking week, and our degeneracy. I can't speak.
Yeah, all of our bullshit.
Thank you to any guests on the show so far. That's been a pure joy to have on the series, or on the podcast so far. You guys have been great. We do our best to make you feel welcomed, and be a part of the experience.
I mean, you really, again, it's because of the fact that we've gotten anybody that it just makes it even more special, that people are willing to join us in the shit that we fucking put out, and it's great.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's not just like the people out there who agree with us. I mean, if there are any of you guys out there that also disagree with what we're talking about, you can definitely try to fight us on Twitter or something, or Facebook. We're all about,
by all means, give me a chance to tell you you're wrong.
There you go. Yeah, we're all about open discussions and how you're wrong all the time. So, because we're not elitists. We're not even weeaboos. We're wannabe-aboos. We're right down the fucking middle. So
that's right.
We're a class. We have single-handedly created a class of our own in this fucking community. And I hope this is a home for many of you guys who teeter in between the light and dark. You know what I mean?
Teeter-totter.
Exactly.
Between the light and dark.
Yeah.
Jomo, I think it's either you saved yourself or you're just you've fallen in. Like once you've gotten trash on you, you're officially dirty.
I mean, it's like what the great Aldrin Saul once said, Duran.
Uh-huh.
The line between the light and the dark can be so very thin. What side are you on? It's a Destiny reference for anyone out there that gets it.
Okay, yeah, and
in this case, the line.
straight.
In this case, the gray line is us. We're the very thin line of degeneracy. So
I don't know. If then that line must be pretty obscured in the fucking dark because
it's a gray line. It's not. It's not.
You don't know. You don't know where it is.
I mean, it's not like you have to find. It's not like you have to look for it. We'll find you. That's how this works, Ron.
You're right. Right. You're right.
We'll find you, and then it's like purgatory. You know, you don't go to heaven or hell. You're just kind of there, in blissful degeneracy. I guess.
I fucking suppose.
But anyway, guys, as always, my name is Jamal Socorro.
My name's Duran Gaddis.
We are the Wannabe Boo Podcast, bringing you the latest and greatest game anime news, reviews, and waifus for lifu.
Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next time. Matane!